So in order to merge the code from feature branch to your develop branch or master branch, you need to create a merge request in GitLab here, like this. So click on your merge request tab here, and you need to create a new merge request because we are going to merge the code from feature branch to develop branch. So click here. Now it will ask you what is the source branch and target branch you are going to merge. So from which branch to which branch you are going to merge. So you need to select accordingly as per your requirement. So here I am going to merge from feature branch to develop branch. So the feature branch code I need to add that to develop branch. So my source is feature branch, my target is develop branch. So now you can click on this compare branches and continue. And here in your real-time projects you might have added some, you need to have some reviewers because instead of merging it directly, some reviewer will be there, your team lead or some onshore person, so they need to review your code before merge your code from feature branch to develop branch in order to avoid some conflicts. Okay, so in our case you don't need to you add anything, but in your real-time project you might have needed to add some reviewer. Okay, so click on submit merge request, and the process would be same for all the source control systems like Azure DevOps or GitHub, whatever you are using, the process would be same. Okay, now we are in merge page. See here it will show you delete the source branch. Here my case source is my feature branch. Once the merge is completed successfully without any conflicts, if you would like to delete the source branch you can check this box. Otherwise you can uncheck it. I don't want to delete my source branch. Okay, I will delete it manually. So if in that case you can uncheck this. Otherwise you can check this. So once merge is completed, your feature branch will get deleted. So now I clicked on merge. See merged by who, everything it will show you for tracking purpose. If you want to revert your changes, you can click on revert and it will revert the changes also. Okay, so now it is showing merged. Your branch is merged successfully. You know, if you would like to close your merge request, you can close it. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is. So now let us check the develop branch have that new file which we have added earlier. Okay, so this is the master branch and this is the development branch. Yeah, now this file is added in development branch because our merge is worked out successfully. We have merged the code successfully from feature branch to develop branch. This is how you can use the merge request. Okay. Now so far we have seen how we can commit the code, push the code to remote repository, merge the code, everything. Now let us see how we can pull the code from remote repository to local repository. The need for this pull request is, if let us take the other project which is having the proper mule structure. Okay, this is the dummy project, right? So I'll go to the mule proper structure project, this demo one. Okay, see if some other developer also working on the same project, they will create a feature branch, they will commit the code there, and they will merge the request to you, they will merge their code to development branch or master branch, just we have seen, right? So now you are going to work on the same project again for another task or the same task. You need to pull the updated code. Okay, initially when you clone the repository, it will show you the code, it will fetch you the code whatever available in that remote repository. So if you would like to get any updated code, someone, if let's assume that some other developer commit the code in that particular branch, you would like to get that updated code into your Anypoint Studio. In that case you need to use pull request. Okay, so to do that you need to just right click here. You need to go to the team. Okay, and here you will find pull. So once you click on this pull, it will fetch you the details from the updated code from your origin means your remote repository. It will fetch you the updated code from your remote repository to your local repository. See here, update result, nothing to update, everything is up to date. So everything is up to date in my local system. Let's edit something and let us see how it will behave. So I'll just add the I'll just edit this form.xml just to make you some changes. Let us take like com.mycompany.clart, I can say. So you need to click on edit first. Usually you don't need to edit anything directly in GitLab remote repository like this. You need to do the changes in your endpoint studio and you need to push the code. Okay, just for demo purpose I'm editing here directly. Usually this is not the good practice. Okay, so I just edited something here and I'll commit this. So this updated form.xml is not there in my local repository. Okay, because I haven't pulled the updated code yet. So let us see what is available in my form.xml file before I pull the request. I pull the updated code. Okay, now the changes are committed here. Okay, let us see. So here it is having form.mycompany only. I have added clart also in there. So I need to pull that updated form.xml file here. So to do that, you need to right click and click on team, click on pull. You are pulling the updated code from your remote repository to your local repository. Okay, so once it will compare the files and it will do the pull, it will show you the message like pulled successfully or your code is updated successfully, something. Okay, so this is how you can do the pull request. Let us wait this window to be opened. Master process is done. Okay, so and one more thing you can check here. Yeah, see, I'll maximize this. See, fetch result, fast forward, updated results, merge input. So these are the files. What are the files you get the pull request also? It will show you like this. See, update form.xml file, update form.xml file. These changes, it is pulled successfully. So now let's close this. Let us see that change is there here or not. Yeah, now you can see the change here. So this is how you can pull the updated code from remote repository to local repository by using eGit plugin. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes you might have some confusion like while committing the code, what are the changes you have done and what is the changes you are going to commit like that. So in such a case, you can compare this code from your local code to remote code by using one option here. So let us do one thing. Let us add one flow, just a logger. Okay. So now I would like to commit this code to my remote repository because this is the new change I have added here. I need to do this updated code to remote repository. Even I didn't commit it to local repository, right? So how we can compare and how we can commit this code, let us see. So I have added this logger and I have added some message like test logger. So let me save this. Arrow mark. Once you edit any file, earlier it was not there. Once you edit any file, we will get this arrow mark. It means you have some changes yet to be committed. Okay, this is not the you have these changes in your local and you need to commit this code to your repository. That is why this is showing arrow mark symbol here. So now let us commit the code, but before that let's compare this with the existing code. So to do that, you need to right click on here, and you will see one option here like synchronize workspace. So click on this. It will show you what are the files are edited, and what is the existing code and what is the updated code, like this. So you can compare it here. If you are satisfied with that changes, then you can commit, otherwise you can ignore that instead of doing some conflicts and all. You can use this option to avoid some conflicts. Yeah, synchronize perspective, yes. See here, you can compare whatever the file you want to compare, you can do it. Okay, so here it is by default taking that complete demo project route one. You can select the file you want to compare. Okay, and you will, yeah, you will click on save. Here, once you select the file which you would like to compare, here it is showing the two one local file workspace, remote file. So in your local file you have these changes. You have edited this number of line of code, you have edited these lines which is highlighted, but these changes are not there in your remote file. Okay, if you can compare in this way and you are good, like yeah, these are the changes I need to commit, this code is right and all, then you can commit the code. Okay, likewise, we can compare the files from your local workspace version to remote version before committing the code. And once you are good, then you can just follow the commit process which we have discussed earlier, and then you are good to check in your code. Commit code, check in your code, both are same. Okay. So now, see in Git stage. Okay, now I think it's everything good in my case. So I'll logger added. Now I can commit and push the code. Oh, okay, I didn't select that commit one, so I can do that commit and you can push the code to your remote repository. Likewise, you can compare the files. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you like our video series. So please like, share, subscribe our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification whenever we uploaded a new video. Okay. Thank you. Please subscribe Clap Technologies.